Rudo was a slum dweller who often broke into the junkyards of rich people to steal usable things. Yeah, he was basically the original trash bandit. But hey, you gotta survive somehow. When he got framed for his foster father's murder, he got thrown into the pit. And nah, it's not a fancy nightclub. Think of it like the VIP lounge for trash and criminals. Rudo has to climb his way back up through this dumpster dive of doom and get revenge. The world around him? Divided like a bad family reunion. On one side, the pristine city with rich people living their best lives and throwing away stuff like it's candy. On the other side, the slums, where people like Rudo belong, scraping by. The only thing both sides agree on? The pit where everything unwanted, from trash to criminals, goes to rot. Like this one lady who tells her daughter, throw away that puppy toy. It's all messed up. And the kid's like, sure, Mom, no problem. Then wham! The toy goes straight into a tiny garbage vent that leads to an underground tunnel and eventually to a giant trash collection site. Talk about a fast track to the dumpster if the trucks haul in. Sneaky, right? He slips into one of the rooms, digging through piles like a prospector looking for gold. But hold up. A guard hears something. A guard kicks the door open like, freeze, trash thief! You're ruining the beauty of the city. Rudo just looks like, bruh, you say this every Tuesday. Get some new material. Before the guard can pull the trigger, he calls for backup. Suddenly alarms go off like a Fast and Furious chase about to start. Backup arrives fast. Rudo's got some tricks though. He throws garbage bags at them, and wouldn't you know it, eggs and spaghetti everywhere. While they panic, Rudo climbs up the vent like Spider-Man with no budget. He pops out the other side, but the gate slams shut in his face. And here come more guards. Guns aimed. Open fire. Rudo ducks like, what a bunch of clowns. Yeah, I'm the threat, huh? Go ahead, add Trash Ninja to my resume. Next day, the city news talking crazy. Garbage raider strikes again. Slum trash polluting our pure city. Meanwhile, on the other side of the wall, slum folks sipping tea like, oh, that gotta be Rudo. Man's gonna get clapped one day, hopefully soon. But Rudo, he at his little shop, fixing junk like nothing happened. Enter Chiwa, his best friend. She pulls up heated like, Rudo, why risk your life digging through trash? Rudo like, girl, these rich people throw away good stuff. I'm out here recycling before it was cool. Bro said he's Captain Planet with a side hustle. She softens up though, kinda gets it. Then it happens. 3 boys pull up, holding their noses like Rudo is a walking dumpster. Ew, somebody smell like expired hot dog water. One of them kicks the lantern Rudo just fixed. Ain't nobody buying this trash. They start roasting his gloves. Boy, those gloves ain't been washed since Obama was in office. Rudo sitting there like, I could end your careers right now. Then they go too far. Your dad was a murderer, guess you next, huh? Rudo's face goes dark. Death stare unlocked. Them boys turn Usain Bolt real quick. Man, Rudo gonna kill us! Zoom, they dip, still talking trash from a safe distance. Chiwa stays though. She says, Rudo, I know you're not like your dad, you're good. Rudo blushing like, damn, why you gotta hit my heart like that? Then she notices the puppy toy. Turns out Rudo grabbed it for her. He about to give it to her, but then her mom snatches her away. Cockblock level maximum. Regtu, his foster dad, waiting. He roasting Rudo like, so you out here trying to give Chiwa a puppy, huh? You smooth criminal. Rudo's face red as a stop sign. Then Regto gets serious. You don't gotta risk your life in the junkyard, kid. We're not starving. Rudo insists, you're my family. I gotta help somehow. Regto smiles. Then be honest with Chiwa before someone else scoops her up. Regtu patches up Rudo's wounds, because yeah, he got shot earlier and played it off like a G. He unwraps the black gloves and we see Rudo's hands are wrecked, scarred up like he'd been fighting Freddy Krueger. Turns out the gloves were a gift from Regto to ease Rudo's pain. But outside the window, a creepy masked dude watching everything. Next day, Rudo hype. He's like, today's the day I tell Chiwa how I feel. Got the puppy toy in his hand, skipping down the road like life is good. Then he sees the pit. Another criminal getting tossed in. Imagine a bottomless trash hole swallowing people whole. Rudo staring like, what happens to them down there? Then Chiwa shows up like, crazy, right? Don't end up down there, Rudo. He like, damn girl, why you sound like my probation officer? She adds, Regta loves you, I do too. Rudo.x has stopped working. Bruh folded. Starts sweating like he ran a marathon. He drops to his knees and just hands her the puppy like, it's from the garbage, but it's cute, right? She smiles, I'll keep it. Rudo's heart doing backflips. He dancing his way home like, boy, I'm him. He gets home, and then door swings open. Regtu on the ground, masked man on top of him, knife in hand. Rudo sees red, charges in. Wham! One punch and Rudo's lights out. He wakes up to see the masked killer walking away with a strange book. Rudo crawls to Regto, who's barely breathing. With his last words, Regto says, "Run, change this world." Then he dies in Rudo's arms. And then the soldiers show up. They tase Rudo, pin him down, yelling, "You're under arrest for murder." Rudo screaming, "It wasn't me, the killer's right there." Guards like, "Save it, trash boy," and knock him out cold. Just like that, Rudo's life went from bad to hell. They drag Rudo up to the scaffold like yesterday's trash. The whole slum's out here. Kids, old heads, even the folks who never leave their corner. And to make it worse, some big shots from the main city showed up too, just to watch a man die. People love a good show when it ain't them. The judge steps up looking like he about to drop an album. His voice booms. Murder is one of the greatest sins, and even if your victim was nothing more than slum filth, justice remains the same. He slams that verdict like a gavel from hell. Death, thrown into the pit. The crowd, they cheering like the Bulls just won the finals. But Rudo? He ain't hearing none of it. His eyes scan the crowd, and then he sees her. "Gee!" His voice cracks. "I didn't kill Reito. Please find the real killer." But Chi? Man, her face is cold as a Chicago winter. "I trusted you, and you weren't worthy of that trust. In the end, you were just a murderer's son." And then she drops that little toy dog he gave her, walks away without even flinching. That right there, that hit harder than any punch. And Rudo? He snaps. "You call me filth?" His voice roars over the crowd. "Nah, you're the real trash. Brainless meat sacks with no will of your own." He swears to send them all to hell. And just as he does, his eyes lock on something. No, someone. The real killer. Watching from the crowd. But before he can say a word, boom, the platform drops. He's falling. It feels endless. Then, crash! His body hits a mountain of garbage. Somehow, he's alive. "What the hell?" he mutters, choking on the smell that could knock a man out from a block away. He looks up and freezes. An ocean of trash stretches as far as the eye can see. Twisted metal, broken dreams, and then the shadow falls. A monster rises, a hulking beast made entirely of garbage, teeth sharp enough to cut steel. It roars, and more crawl out from the heaps like rats at a Southside alley. Rudo runs, fast. But this ain't no track meet. These things are on him quick. He stumbles, crashes on a human skull, and that's when it hits. This is where everyone ends up. Blood fills his mouth, poison air shreds his lungs. He's done for until he hears Reto's voice in his head, and something inside him explodes. A strange light burns in his hands, his vision warps. Objects around him glow like they're calling out to him. He crawls to a rusted pipe, grabs it and rises. "I'm not dying here," he growls. "I'll climb back up and make them pay." The first monster lunges. Rudo swings. Smash! That beast goes flying like a bootleg DVD on 63rd. His strength? Unreal. His rage? Off the charts. He tears through monsters, body breaking but refusing to quit. Blood dripping, lungs screaming, and still he swings. Until the air finally wins. He collapses. Monsters close in, and then whoosh! Out of nowhere, an umbrella slices through the air like a blender on full speed. A masked man stands tall, calm, deadly. And packing moves smoother than a Chicago stepper. "Shut up," he says, voice cold. "They hunt sound." But Rudo? Man can't stay quiet to save his life. Literally. And because of that, here come more beasts. The masked man exhales, golden energy wrapping his arm. That umbrella? It ain't for rain no more. He spins it once, shrack! Monster minced like Harold's chicken, dust everywhere. Rudo's jaw on the floor. More monsters charge. The masked man leaps, slashing, spinning, parachuting with that same umbrella like he late for prom. Acid blasts rain down and he just blocks it. No sweat. One final jump, one clean slice, boom. Silence. He lands, removes the mask, names Injin. "A cleaner," he says, like that explains anything. But before Rudo can clap back, he blacks out. What happens next? Childhood memories, secrets about objects having souls, betrayal, chains, and Rudo awakening powers that could rewrite the damn world. But that is for the next part. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.